Hi, I'm Melissa Clark from the dining section. Today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin pie. Do you think I'm going to use canned pumpkin? No way. Pumpkin pie made with fresh pumpkins is so much better, it's worth the effort. When I was coming up with my recipe for pumpkin pie, I tested 9 different varieties of squashes to see which one is the best. I did a sugar pumpkin, a little bit stringy, kabocha, too earthy, carnival squash, tough, took forever to cook, blue Hubbard, watery, delicata, bland, cheese pumpkin, granular. I didn't test the crookneck pumpkin because it was too pretty to cut. And so what's the best? Butternut squash. Sweet, tender, easy to handle. You can peel it with a vegetable peeler, makes a gorgeous puree. You're gonna need a 2.5 to 3 pound butternut squash. Peel it, cut it up into, chunks, toss it with a little bit of oil or melted butter, and then roast it at 400 for about 30 to 45 minutes. It needs to be very tender. When the squash is finished, it's gonna look like this, nice and tender. When it's cool enough to handle, you wanna puree it. When it's quite smooth, measure out 1 3/4 cups for the pie, and then if there's any left over, you can freeze it, use it in muffins or pancakes. Don't throw it out though, it'll come in handy. You can make the squash puree 5 days ahead. Then when you're ready to bake the pie, just combine it in a bowl with 3 eggs. Hang on, eggshell. Come on, eggshell. You know the trick about using a little piece of eggshell to get the eggshell out? It attracts it for some reason. Then you want to add cream, brown sugar, and spices. For the exact recipe, go to nytimes.com/dining. Then just pour it into your pre-baked pie crust. Don't buy a pie crust. Really, you can make it. It's not that hard. I did another video. It'll show you how to do it. You can find it. Anyway, you want to bake your pie crust. Leave it a little bit pale. You don't want it too golden at this point because you're going to rebake it again with the filling in it. This might not be the prettiest pie crust in the world, but it definitely looks homemade. Then bake this at 325 for 45 minutes to an hour. You know it's done when you give the pan a little shake. It should be mostly firm with a slight jiggle right in the center. And there you have it, a homemade pumpkin pie made with fresh pumpkin. Bragging rights. Okay, dig in. Who wants pumpkin pie?